Hey everybody, Matumbo here. Welcome back to the channel, and today we are playing some more Historic here on Magic Arena. And today we have a little bit of a fun combo-y type control deck for you guys. And I'm kind of excited to be able to play this for more than one reason. But real quick, before we get into today's deck, as always, if you enjoy the channel and enjoy the video, please hit that subscribe button. Please hit that like button as well. Please leave a comment down below letting us know what you'd like to see in a future video, as well as what you think about this video. And if you could join the Discord, the link is located down in the description below, as well as a bunch of other cool links for you to check out. So let's hop right into today's video and today's deck, and we are calling it as Karn Foretold. So this deck really is trying to combo off and take as many extra turns as possible. So we have a card from back in Dominaria that nobody really ever plays. It is Karn's Temporal Sundering. So this is a 6-mana legendary sorcery, which again means we have to have a legendary creature or planeswalker in play for us to be able to even cast this. But it says target player takes an extra turn after this one. Return up to one target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. Exile Karn's Temporal Sundering. So again, we don't have to bounce anything of theirs or of ours. We just have to have a legendary creature or planeswalker in play to cast it, and then we can start taking some extra turns. So how do we take multiple extra turns? Well, as you can see right below it, we do have a card called Thousand Year Storm. This is a 6-mana enchantment that says whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, copy it for each other instant or sorcery spell you've cast before it this turn, and then you can choose new targets. So let's say we have 8 mana available. We cast Shock. We get to deal 2 damage to something. And then right after that, we play Opt. Then Opt's going to happen since we've cast 1 before it. We get to Opt twice. So we get to draw 2 cards. And then we cast Karn's Temporal Sundering for 6. Now, this is going to go on the stack. We're going to get 3 copies of Karn because Karn's Temporal Sundering because we've cast 2 other instants or sorceries this turn. So it's going to get ridiculously out of hand, hopefully. And we also have Ral Storm Conduit. So this is one of the ways that we enable the casting of Karn's Temporal Sundering because he is a planeswalker. This says whenever you cast or copy an instant or sorcery spell, you get to deal a damage to a target opponent or planeswalker. His plus ability for +2 is Scry 1, which is going to help us look for the cards we want. But the minus ability for Ral says whenever you cast your next instant or sorcery spell this turn, copy that spell, and then you can choose new targets. So this is going to allow us to potentially just -2 and then Karn's Temporal Sundering and take 2 turns instead of 1 turn. We also have Repeated Reverberation. So this is a 4-mana instant that says whenever you cast an instant, when you next cast an instant spell, cast a sorcery spell, or activate a loyalty ability this turn, you get to copy that spell or ability twice. So this could potentially, we could basically copy Ral's ability, his -2 ability twice, or if we don't have a Ral in play and we only have like Fibblethip, we can just say, okay, well, the next time we cast Karn's Temporal Sundering, we're going to get 2 more of those instead also. So that is pretty cool. So the other ways that we have to enable the Karn's Temporal Sundering is we have 4 copies of Fibblethip. He's probably just one of the best cheap legendaries there is. 2 mana, 1/1, draw a card when it enters the battlefield. We also have 2 copies of Kira Great Glass Spinner. So this is in here. It's a 3-mana 2/2 flyer, but it says creatures you control have whenever this creature becomes the target of a spell or ability for the first time each turn, counter that spell or ability. So they're going to need 2 removal spells in order to remove 1 creature if it's targeted removal. So that allows us to leave these in play, and it's going to help us cast this Karn's Temporal Sundering a little bit easier because we won't have to worry as much as removal. So we do run 1 copy of Inexorable Tide. This is just a 5-mana enchantment. This is whenever you cast a spell, proliferate. So this is going to help proliferate our Ral, but it's also going to help proliferate our As Foretold. So this is actually one of the cards that I'm a little bit excited to be able to play with. So I've been saying for the longest time, I really want to build a deck with As Foretold, but I think As Foretold is not the greatest card, especially for it being a mythic. There are not enough cards, I feel like, on Arena that allow you to, exploit this ability. because there are some spells, you know, from some of the older sets that people play in Modern that are actually free. They have no casting cost in the top. They're suspend cards, and you suspend them for a cost, but their actual converted mana cost is 0, and you play those off of As Foretold the turn it comes into play. It's pretty busted. But with As Foretold in Arena, there's not a lot of ways to really break this card. So I said, I'm not going to play a deck. I'm not going to craft these As Foretold until I open the first one. So I finally did open one. So we're like, you know what? We're just going to go and craft the other 3. We're finally going to get around to playing this card that we've wanted to toy around with for a little while. All right, we have 1 copy of Mythos. This is really just for the memes. It can potentially copy a 1,000-Year Storm, which could make for some crazy interactions with us having multiples of these, especially if we're able to, you know, storm this and then copy this. We'd have a bunch of copies of it. We are playing 4 copies of Opt. We are playing 4 copies of Shock, and we are playing 3 copies of Anger of the Gods, in case we're playing against aggro decks. So. But yeah, this is the deck. We were playing 24 lands as normal. So we're going to see if we can storm off and just kind of get in there. Again, the main win condition, obviously, is we're going to either take a bunch of turns and people are going to quit, or we're going to take a bunch of turns, set up a 1,000-Year Storm turn where we kill them with 1 shock and we just copy it a whole bunch of times. So that's really what we're getting at. Or I guess we could just do some aggro type Kira flying stuff. But we're really just trying to win with 1,000-Year Storm and taking a bunch of turns. So let's hop into the gameplay, and we will see you guys at the wrap-up. All right, we finally did what we said we would do. Once we pulled a As Foretold, I said we would craft the remaining 3, and we finally pulled one. So it has happened. And that is why we are playing this deck. Bird's Guts. What? Some of your names. Some of your names. Yeah, we're gonna keep this. Baccarat. Oh. We need a... That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Get down to Fibblethip. We'll make them use their Pack Rat before they attack. Save some damage. We could have maybe not even done that turn. Dun 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 dun. Oh, we have drawn all of our ops. Gonti. Wow, that's kind of scary. Well, that's kind of scary. Rim Tutor. I'm a little bit afraid of both what they're tutoring for and what they took from our deck. And what they saw. They could just be going to get a Thoughtseize. Yeah, we're gonna keep a land. We're gonna try to hit on 6. To the bottom. Seems pretty good.
You're welcome to try. Everyone complains to me about the weather.
The next turn we get to play Fibblethip for free, and then play Karn's Temporal Sundering on something. I would prefer it not to be this Gonti. Maybe they went and actually... Maybe they pulled a Ral. Maybe they pulled a Ral from us and they play it, and then we get to bounce it? That'd be pretty good. All right, perfect. Perfect. All right, free Fibblethip. All right. Gonna minus.
I have just the thing to take you out for good.
Oh. Target player takes an extra turn. We're going to take an extra turn. We're going to bounce that. So we get 2 extra turns.
It all built up to this.
All right, we're going to play us a free Fibblethip. Kira's pretty good. Ral's also pretty good. I really want to use this to, I want to scry again.
I am really into current affairs.
That's pretty good. I'm not really sure of the interaction here, so we're going to find out.
For every action, there's a reaction, and you are not gonna like this one.
Seems pretty good. We actually get seems really good. Fibblethip's gonna get reshuffled. Do some scrying.
Storms are like a symphony, and I am a great conductor.
We did a lot of clicking that turn. Good game. We did a lot of clicking. That was pretty sweet. So the interactions kind of paid off. Right. Let's load up this next one. L. Alright, well, we have a 1 and a 2 drop. 2, 4, 6. See what our opponent's playing. Green. Merfolk. Right, well. Should be fine keeping this hand. This Anger of the Gods should be pretty good. They don't have another land. This will stop the bleeding a little bit. That's a card that's going to be hard to deal with.
Yep, restless and unpredictable. You ever wonder why hurricanes don't have 2 eyes?
Do we want another land? Yeah, I think that's okay. So we can deal with the waters by bouncing it with the Temporal Sundering, but these little blue guys are going to have hexproof. Fibblethip. Fibblethip. Yeah, I think we're going to keep Fibblethip.
There's plenty more where that came from.
Kira. I do like Kira. We're going to play Fibblethip down first, though, in case they try to do something crazy. We want to be able to shock. Oh. I wonder if they're going to go get the Lord. Yep, they sure are. Kumena. We're going to block. We're going to shock.
Signs indicate that hurt. It all built up to this.
Alright, so now we are looking for them to concede. Okay. Well, good game, good game. Not really sure why, but okay. Oh man, I think we forgot to hydrate in game 2. What are we thinking? I think we did. Yeah, and if we didn't, then I just didn't put the bottle in the usual place. We're gonna keep this. It's an awkward land draw. You want an island or a mountain? That is an island or a mountain. This Anger of the Gods is probably dead. Yep. Hey, look, it's the deck that people hate to play against. They hit. Another treasure hunt. Yep, and now we have to sit here and wait for them to click, 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 click each card. Instead of them just playing islands or... This is a little ridiculous. It should never get to a point where you're discarding and it's starting to count you down. I can't believe people play this. Should we play a treasure hunt deck for a video? Alright, well, you hit your Zenith Flare, so we're probably dead next turn. But you had the win, right? Didn't you have the win? Cycle. Maybe they just thought we were playing counter spells. Maybe. Alright, somehow we've worked our way into a 3-0. We should have lost that last game. But I'm sure they conceded on the notion that we were playing some kind of counterspell deck since we showed them Akira. And we're gonna keep this. This is a strange hand. But we're all about strange hands on this channel. Ah, beautiful draw. Beautiful draw. Let's make sure we get to the end. Don't want to like do this into a duress. This is a one of. No. No, no, no. All right, let's show him a fibble. Fibble fib go. All right, 3, 3. Oh, you're a tutelage deck, huh? Alright, well this might not work out. We might be getting milled, my friends. Oh, yep, yep. We're gonna scry, we're gonna keep anything on the top because we're gonna mill it.
No one likes a bully. Always.
Cards. Okay. And an Ashiok.
I am that which nightmares them.
Oh man, we're just losing all of our temporals. That's 2. We can shock, copy. Proliferate. I want to kill this Jace.
There's a storm coming your way. Now we've got a fight on our hands.
You strike into fear.
Your victory is just an illusion.
Yeah, this is going to be hard to win. We're down to 22 cards. We don't really care about Ral dying. Man. Oh, he can't even attack. He doesn't have 7 cards. Three. 2. Okay. I don't think we have any more 1,000-year storms left. Yeah, I think we have to wait.
I have just the thing to take you out for good.
Your lack of fear disturbs me. This has been a nightmare.
We'll take a land. Don't want another land. Yeah, we only have 12 cards left. I think that's our last one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, we get no extra turns. Yep, we have been milled, my friends. We have been milled. Two cards left. We did it. Look at that as Foretold with 8 counters on it. Nine counters. Woo! All right. Well, that was an unfortunate pairing. All right, we're gonna keep on moving. Let's get another game similar to that of game Uno. Um, hmm. We're gonna keep. Let's see some land. You're not a land. We get to see a lot of cards in the first couple turns, which is good. But we need to make sure that we're seeing land. We're not seeing land. That's pretty crazy. As foretold, I think we're actually going to take this. Wow. See if this gets countered. Yeah, I feel like they were going to counter any spell that we cast there. I think Ral is leaving. Yeah, and the fact that we're not drawing land. This is a weird Grixis deck that our opponent's playing. This is like a budget Grixis. And that sucks. Real bad. That sucks real bad. Straw land here. Sweet. Well, our opponent is going to make us discard anyway, so we have to utilize these to the best of our ability. Probably best that we have this in play over an As Foretold.
You know what? Talk to my lab assistant if you want.
Okay. Oh, that's unfortunate. I don't know if we're supposed to just fire off this reverberation. I don't even know if that's lethal. Might be. Man, who plays these cards? Who plays these cards? No, 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 no. No, 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 nope. Do that first.
This was overwhelming.
Almost misplayed that.
If you wish to surrender now, I understand. With thoughtfulness before action.
Flame sweep, huh? Oh, here comes another counter. They're playing Whirlwind Denial as their counter spell. mean, we gotta keep playing. Alright, what's the next card up on the list of cards you're going to get out of your sideboard? Wow. It's pretty good. Emergency powers with Narset. You knew we had it. Let's just draw a shock. Okay, Nicol Bolas.
Will be your end. You have no weakness I cannot exploit. My schemes are never ending.
Well, and another Nicol Bolas. Okay.
A mana is an easy thing to waste.
Oh man, and this is the time that we draw all the lands in a row. All the lands in a row. Wow. We got shadow flexed by Shadow Flex. Game. So if we would have copied, next spell goes twice. Knock once. 8. So that would only have 8 damage. Yorion deck? Alright, what kind of Yorion deck you got for me? Hello. Colorless Yorion deck? Colorless Yorion, you say? Oh, no, okay. Opt into opt. Opt again. No, we need more land. Alright, so we are not drawing lands. Interesting. Is it red? Okay, so this is a mono red deck. I think we do opt here. As much as I like playing as Foretold, I think we really need to focus on hitting land. Right, well.
Good aim. Danger only makes field research more interesting.
I'm absolutely afraid of what could happen. Nice. Okay. Do we kill Solemn? We kill Solemn. Nope.
Oh, bruised my ego too.
All right. So let's think here. We're definitely going to do this.
Fury of the Tempest.
All right, so we got 2 extra turns. And do we want to shock the Solemn? No, we can wait on that. Wow, what a crazy draw.
When a storm sea washes the dead ashore?
Wow, okay. So we have another turn. Oh, why did you quit? Why did you quit? I mean, I know we were going to take all the turns, but still. Seeing that on top. Look at that. We get to anger here. Then take 2 more turns. And then finally get to repeated reverberation. And then take even more turns. Oh my god. Deck. Man, you just gotta let us take some turns, my friend. That was a legitimate scoop there. No, you know what? I don't think it was. On the next one, I feel like it would have been fine to scoop. But we go first. I don't think we can beat this Luris deck. I guess it depends on which version they're playing and how good their draw is. They're playing blue-white? Blue-black. I always forget blue-black Luris is a... Well... Pretty good. You would just fire that off there. Get ahead of it. That way they can't do any like crazy shenanigan village rights or anything like that. I'm gonna see. As much as I don't want to draw land, I think we have to draw land. They just bring Luris back? This is Esper. Interesting.
Every problem has a solution, but start by taking me out of the equation. What's not to love? I'm brilliant, handsome, and totally electrifying.
Spectral Sailor. Okay. Love to draw land here. Holy schnooks. Holy moly. They've been saving up. We have to draw land. Like, it is imperative we draw land here. That is a crazy combo I never thought I would see anybody playing. We have to draw land. It just has to happen. I mean, we're blocking. Come on, deck, one time. One time. Come on, deck. Yes. Okay. All right. So we get a free As Foretold.
For every action, there's a reaction, and you are not gonna like this one.
Oh, that felt good. That felt really good. If we could have waited one more turn to copy this repeated reverberation, that'd have been crazy. But wow, this deck actually did some interesting things. And I'll tell you that I did not expect all of these on one creature. That's pretty insane. Hey everybody, welcome back to the wrap up, and this deck was a lot of fun. We went 5-2. I feel like we should have probably went 4-3. I do feel like we should have lost the treasure hunt matchup, but for whatever reason, I think what happened was our opponent thought we were on a blue-red control deck, especially since we showed them Kira, and Kira's not a card a lot of people play because it is very counter-centric, since it does actually say, you know, hey, whenever the next time this becomes targeted, counter it. That way, you know, we might be, you know, they might be removing it, which gets countered the first removal spell, then they go to remove it again, and we counter. So they probably just thought we were playing counter spells, to be 100% honest with you, which we know we're not. But sometimes, you know, it is about those mind games and the bluffing against your opponents, which actually can get you to win some games, and I do feel like that they took that into consideration. We should also take that into consideration when we're counting these wins. So, well, some of the cards I really want to hint at that I feel like were a little underwhelming. We didn't really get to use them. Were Thousand Year Storm, Inexorable Tide, and Mythos of Aluna. Now, I really feel like, yeah, we're focusing on taking extra turns, but and then at the same time, you know, we're also setting up to do this crazy like combo type thing. I really feel like we should probably just look into having some more finishers, like absolute finishers in our deck instead of combo pieces. So I think what I would do in the future is I would probably look to be putting in a couple of copies of Niv Mizzet, just the 5 mana or the 6 mana 5/5 uncounterable Niv Mizzet. I'd probably put in like 3 copies of those, and then we'd have 2 copies of something else to deal with, and that could be really anything. It could be some more removal, maybe something that'll allow us to cast something out of the graveyard. But there's just a ton of things to consider. You could even look at adding 2 copies of Curiosity in the form of comboing that with the Niv Mizzet that we're adding, but I'm not really sure. It's just really whatever you want to play at that point. But this deck is fun. Now, again, As Foretold, it's not that good of a card, so it's really not worth crafting, I don't believe. So don't go out of your way to craft these or try this deck out, not unless you're just looking for a reason to craft As Foretold. We're probably going to be playing a bunch more different types of As Foretold decks now that we have access to this card. But again, I really wouldn't say you're probably not going to spout off a bunch of wins with this deck in anything. Definitely not competitive. probably not into the events. Maybe you might catch an event or two, off guard and get a few wins with it. But if you're going to play this, it's definitely in the casual queue. That's really where it's going to be. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that subscribe button and that like button. Please share the video. Let's get the channel out. We're getting really close to 5,000 subscribers, which I never thought would happen. That's super, super crazy. And you are all amazing for doing that. Please let us know in the description down below what you want to see in a future video, and or in the comments down below, I should say, and let us know you made it to the end of the video. And as always, check out those links, the Discord, check out the Patreon. I don't really pitch the Patreon that much, but I did just revamp the reward. So if that's your thing, cool. If not, just join the Discord and come interact with all of us. It's a lot of fun. So, all right, guys. So you enjoy the rest of your day. Please stay safe, because it's still crazy out there. We will see you next time. Remember, this channel would not exist without such amazing viewers and subscribers. Thank you so much for interacting with the channel and helping grow the community. And a very big special thank you to the Patreons listed here for supporting the channel.